Hello there, I'm Boo, or Jamie, and I like drawing, maximizing my hours in all the Pokemon games to find shinies, and I like to complain about lore in World of Warcraft. Hello, and welcome back to finally a new episode on the channel. So, we have much to talk about because, first of all, this is not the first time I'm recording this because I've already recorded a bunch of stuff that we did in Northrend together, and for some reason, my microphone decided that nope, it doesn't want to record a good quality today, and basically, all my recordings are absolute garbage, and sadly, most of the stuff that I did, I can't do again, but let's walk through it real quick. I quested free the 4 tabards that you can get in Northrend for reputation. I think I will later just show how I did that again without doing the quests. It's not that big of a hassle, but I thought it would be a great start to begin our Wrath of the Lich King experience together. Well, you were cheated of that one. Maybe I'm putting some B-roll into the background right now because the recording is fine, but my whole entire narration is down the drain, so yay to that one. But also there are other news that I want to share with you because first of all, I passed my bachelor exam and I am now finally and officially done with my education, which is very cool. I also got good grades and I better get them because I worked my butt off for them, but yay to that. And also, more important matters, as you can see, we are already level 60. Now there's a reason for that because my fiance asked me if we could level a little bit together, and that we did. We went to Tanaris, we went to the Darkmoon Fair, we had a bunch of fun, and before I knew it I was level 60. I thought that would be fine, it's not that big of a deal, we're still gonna quest, we're still gonna grind, we're still gonna do all those little things no matter what level I am. And now the reason I initially even got us all these tabards is because it is Wrath Week, baby! Sign of the Scourge is active, and with it we get 50% more reputation for all the reputations in Wrath of the Lich King. And as you can see here in my reputation rider, we have already grinded up the 4 main fractions of Wrath of the Lich King that you can get a tabard for, because unlike the tabards for the fractions of like Silvermoon and Orgrimmar and Stormwind and Darnassus, you need to be friendly to buy all the tabards of Wrath of the Lich King. But since we get 50% more reputation during this week, that's very easy doable, and I can show you later where all the spots are that you get the most reputation within a short amount of time. Now, here with Archmage Alvarex. Alvaro? I don't know. This Archmage here, he sells you the tabard of the Kirintor, and there are 3 more vendors across all of Northrend that sell you the tabards of the other fractions. And now that we have acquired all our tabards and I've shown you what I've been up to, we're gonna jump right into the already mentioned Wrath Week. We're interrupting this very cozy Northrend adventure for a short shout out because someone was asking me how I put this outfit together. A little blast from the past. This is the outfit that I wore with my hunter in our How to Tame Mechanical Pets video. And of course, I can tell you, sadly, some of these parts are either no longer available or they're just very specifically available and I don't even know how you can get them right now, so apologies for that one. But we're gonna start with stuff that you can get, which is first of all the head, the Fiery Beholder Eye. This drops from a rare in the Old Shadowmoon Valley in TBC. The chest is the primer shirt. This is the equipment that you get if you just create a Shaman Goblin, and then it will just be added to your collection. The hands are from the Brawlers Guild set, and this one, I am so sorry, I don't know if you can still get that. The back piece is from the trading post and is only available to hunters, and I haven't seen it show up again, but the chances are high that it's gonna come up in June or July maybe if we're lucky again. The belt is from the Renowned Explorer set, which you got from promoting a friend for World of Warcraft. I have no clue how to get that by now. I know there are some recolors from Dragonflight, so maybe check that one out. And the pants and the shoes are from the Waste Wanderer Tracker's pet, which was also a trading post set a couple of months ago, so Also, sorry if you don't have that. I don't know how to get that right now. Again, though, something that you can get is Titan Strike, the weapon that I'm wearing here, because that one you can just get from doing your artifact stuff in Legion. This is the hidden appearance for usually the gun that the Beastmaster gets. I don't know what the tint is. My money would be on the 1000 PvP kills, but no clue. Maybe just Google it. And yes, this is the outfit. And now back to the cold place. So, since I'm very glad that they allow me to just evade all of Dragonflight leveling content and click this instead, I'm gonna queue for a dungeon and hope that I will get an invite. I will also put on one of my Wrath tabards, by the way, in case you don't know. If you don't wear a tabard in Wrath dungeons, then you're still getting reputation. And this is for this part of the reputation. On Heartside, it's called Horde Expedition, and it consists of 4 different reputations, the Sun Reavers being one of them. The other 3 don't really have anything for you, even if you're exalted with them, except for an achievement. The Sun Reavers, however, are part of the Argent Crusade tournament. And on the Alliance side, it's exactly the same, just with, of course, the Silver Covenant and 3 other fractions. And now we're gonna make use of the super cool long view distance that they included a couple of patches ago, which looks gorgeous in Northrend, by the way. And we're gonna fly down to the Howling Fjord, because there is a quest chain that I actually want to start right today. It's Wednesday, because it's gonna open up a daily for the Kalu'ak. Now, the Kalu'ak are the cool version of... Alright, mid-sentence I was rudely interrupted by a dungeon invite, but never mind. The Kalu'ak in Northrend are the cool version of the Tuska of Iskara in Dragonflight, at least in my humble opinion. I never really like it there, but that is personal taste as always. But they are also a fraction in Northrend, and therefore, obviously, you can grind reputation for them. Now, the Kalu'aks were very special because they didn't have a tabard. They don't have that many quests, to be honest. They have quests in 3 of the zones in Northrend, but once you have run through all these quests, there's no additional reputation unless you do every day 3 different dailies. The grind for the Kalu'ak usually takes, I think, about a month if you do all the quests and then the dailies, but if you do them during the 50% increased reputation week, of course, you can grind them up super fast. We're gonna start in the Howling Fjord because here is the only quest chain that you need to do in order to unlock the daily. That's also why I want to start here today, because that way we're not wasting a single day with our 50% buff. And here we have arrived in Kamagua, and this is one of the Kalu'ak's villages. I know you would have never guessed. Back then, there were no female Tuskar, by the way, they were all boys. And the first quest we're gonna accept is feeding the survivors. And that we're gonna do, so let's kill a few shovel tusks to get their meat. And to get the reputation for the Kalu'aks, we will not only do quests with them, but we will also be sent to a little pirate hideout. But in the end, it's gonna make sense why we have to first go to the pirates before we get our daily from the Kalu'aks. Man, I was finally in the dungeon where we didn't just have like a red paladin or just a demon hunter that was blasting through, but everyone was a little bit bad, so I was actually able to play my class because everything didn't die before I set my first dot, so that was nice. It just reminded me of how much fun the Shadow Priest is, man. But hey, oh, I forgot that no longer on level with these mobs, that I can just do whatever with them. Whoopsie. After we got some food for the survivors, now we're also gonna gather 3 Chimera horns because we're also making sure that the Kalu'aks have some weapons to defend themselves with, because they're being attacked left and right, and we hope we can change that. And as you can see, we get 750 reputation for one quest. Obviously, if you're a human, that's even more. And if I remember it correctly from the last time I did this while the reputation buff was up for Wrath, this will bring us with all the quest lines that you can do for the Kalu'aks up to Revered already without doing a single daily, so that's pretty neat. And now, speaking of being attacked left and right, we're gonna make sure that these crazed North Sea slavers will not attack the Kalu'aks again, because we won't stand for that. And after that, we have finished our first little quest chain with the Kalu'aks, and they're gonna send us to the pirates. Alrighty, here we are, and these pirates are friendly to us. If you fly here without the quest, I think they won't be friendly to you, so watch out for that one. And now we're gonna talk to Handsome Terry, and he truly is handsome. And nowadays he stares at this picture of fruits. Very understandable, I also love fruit. And now we're gonna do a few errand runs for all these pirates. We're gonna steal stuff, we're gonna kill stuff, we're gonna dive down and reclaim stuff. And we're gonna do so much pirate stuff. We're also gonna go on top of a cursed ship. There is so much in store for us. And now also, where is the entrance to the sunken boat? Is it up here, or do I have to swim the long way around? I never know with these sunken boats. Or did I already miss the entrance? No. Aha! And also, once again, so rudely interrupted by a dungeon invite. How dare them? Oh yeah, and because of a Shadowlands questline, these sharks are also on level with you. So don't get jump scared by them. Ooh, guten Tag. And also, obviously, I'm cutting all of these dungeon runs because mostly they're just blazing through this with a group, so it's not really that entertaining. And also, we're gonna do what we did in Burning Crusade, and we'll obviously do all the dungeons in a nice order and run through them, and I'm gonna talk about them, and we're gonna have a grand old time. So that's gonna be nice. Mr. Tank, I got a few friends. Oh, and I just realized I still haven't written my macro to give someone else power infusion as well. Whoopsie, sorry guys. And I really gotta say, I love these dark wings. I'm really warming up to them. I wish I could have wings and tentacles. Wouldn't that be nice? But I don't think Blizzard is ready for that one yet. Alright, now that we've done the first few quests for Harry Silvermoon, the rest of the pirate crew also trusts us with their stuff. And the first thing we can do is repay Silvermoon Harry's kindness by beating him up for some ransom money. And this means that there is a return of the beautiful, the one and only, the gorgeous soft foam sword. Because for this, we need to very carefully hit this guy over the noggin, because otherwise, bonk, he will just die and not pay up. And that would be very bad. So now we've also sneaked into the heart of Taruk. And he sends us for the next one who owes him money, which is Jack Adam. And Jack Adam is in here in Scallywag Point partying away. But we're no dum-dum, so we're gonna talk to Olga, the sexy Scallywag wench. And we're gonna order Jack an extra strong drink. And since she's a cool lady, she's definitely gonna do that for us. And now that he finally had enough to drink, we can steal the depth from him. So neither Taruk nor I have dirtied our hands with any more killing. Ain't that sweet? And now we are going to do the quest that will eventually give us the daily, because we're going to kill apparently the only male sea lion there is on this island, or on this cluster of island. And once we have done that, we have kind of ruined an entire ecosystem, and we're going to anonymously repay the wrongs that we have done here for doing a lot of dailies for the Kalu'aks following this murder. But before we do that, we also have a few other things to do on this island. And yes, I keep forgetting that these guys are not on level with me. I keep starting doing my rotation, and then I remember, oh wait, I can just, you know, hit one button and these guys die. And I think now that we've done this little quest, and I think bear witness to a little Disney homage, we could fly back to Kamagua and have a new quest there. But to be honest, since we're gonna get a lot of Kalu'ak reputation for finishing questing with these pirates anyway, because as you can see, we're gathering some relics, and these are very important to the Kalu'ak because they hope that they can soothe the angered spirits up on the coast with giving them back their offerings. But, well, you can probably already tell how this tale goes. And also, we need to sacrifice a frog. We already bought a shiny dagger for that, and now we also gonna give him a frog. He's gonna do a little prophecy for us. Who is the traitor among these pirates? And now we know who is the traitor. It is, of course, Crowleg Den, and we're gonna tell him that the frog told him that he's he's a traitor and he's very upset about that. And if you do a lot of stuff for pirates, then one sexy lady is gonna want to talk to you. So that's nice. And now we also got a kill quest for Jonah Sterling, which is good because we have to go there to get the frozen heart of Isildur anyway. That's what I've been waiting for, because now we have to find a hidden cave, not so much hidden if you know where it is. And in there we gonna find the Mad Captain and also the frozen heart, which is very convenient. He's not gonna die, he's gonna jump down there, and down here he's gonna get eaten by his ginormous ice bear. So now to get the loot that we want, obviously we have to kill the ice bear. And now we also have to run up here because there is also a frozen heart that we came here to find. Damn. That's a big frozen heart. And now onwards we go, because we have 3 more items to collect. And by the way, if you're also doing these quests and are a little bit confused for where the question mark for the shield is, for that one you have to find this cruising around ship, because here we have a cursed crew and they are more than happy to give us their cursed object, because that means that they can be free of, well, the curse. And after we killed all these mutinous sea dogs, we're gonna quickly hand in the quest, and if we're lucky we might even do this quest without waiting around for the ship to arrive at this specific point. But oh yeah, quickly. Wait, where is the cannon? The cannon is up here, right? Hiya! Quickly! Kill Sorloth. Did we kill him? Yes! We did it! Hell yeah, this is very convenient, because otherwise you need to wait for the ship to arrive at this exact point. But we were lucky and the ship was already here. And now, just like that, we got the shield. So that's nice. Now, onwards to the next one. We need the Staff of Storm's Fury. This one is in the belly of this ship right here. And I think that if you do this on level, you really should look out for Abdul the Insane, because I think that man can just one-shot you. But since we don't have to worry about that one, we can just waltz in here. Wait, that is the wrong cabin. Of course it is. Ah, this is one of these 2-story ships. I see. Yeah, they loved these in Wrath of the Lich King. And now we're just gonna pick up these other cursed items, because carrying around cursed items is our second name and our biggest hobby. I mean, after all, at least we're a shadow priest, so I guess we are a bit more resilient to corruption than other classes. So yay for us. And now onto a very cozy flight over to the ancient armor of the Kavaldir. And on this very far away ship, we have the last cursed object. By the way, wrong side again. Wait, it's another second story ship. If you quest Wrath without being able to fly, don't even worry about it. I think in the harbor of the pirates at Scallywag Point, there is someone who will get you here on boat. And with all these items collected and these depths being collected, we can finish a few chapters in the Howling Fjord, which is real nice. And while I'm doing that, I also wanted to ask if you guys would be up to do just like what we did in Burning Crusade, with a run through all the dungeons, a run through all the raids, and maybe 1 or 2 lore master chapters. I love all the Northrend zones, so I wouldn't even be able to decide which one I would rather quest. I can already spoil that we're gonna be in the Storm Peaks, and we're also gonna go to the Skolasar Basin and do a few quests there for reputation reasons. But apart from that, I am absolutely free to quest whatever lore master achievement you guys wanna see. And now we're gonna get a bunch of Kalu'ak reputation for giving them a lot of special items. And now we're gonna put all of these special items back to their graves. And I already told you how that's gonna go. Because sadly, all of our offerings came too late, and the Kavaldir are already on their way back to return to the shores of Northrend. So that ain't good. We're gonna bring these dire news back to our Kalu'ak friends and get some shiny reputation in return but first I'm gonna do one more Wrath dungeon. Man, I really hope that they will somehow manage to make the Nerubians still one of the scariest races that there are in Azeroth. I hope they don't get the, well, let's say Dragonflight treatment where every single creepy or dangerous thing that we encounter in WoW is turned into something cute, sweet, funny, jokey, inside joke, you know, one of these things. I don't want to know, by the way, guys. Please don't tell me in the comments if you have already watched some alpha WoW stuff, because I now, I love the Nerubians, and I would absolutely be heartbroken if, you know, they would also be turned into one of these boring WoW things. Also, could my tank please save my hide here? Please. Or I can just tank it, that's also fine. Initially, I wanted to remog this staff the moment we get out of the dungeon, but I gotta say, first of all, I like this staff, and second of all, it kind of fits with our style. And as you can see, even before we have turned in the last quest for the Kalu'aks, we can already pick up a new daily that wasn't here before. But also, look at that reputation. So, if you're here for Kalu'ak reputation, definitely play through the entire arc with the pirates, because that way you're gonna get a lot more. And now we're gonna pick up this quest. Like I said, we will right our wrongs now and try to save the ecosystem that we've almost ruined. And first for this, we need to gather a few fish, and then we're gonna throw these fish into the face of the sea lions that we want to charm. Ah, yeah. Come here, you big idiot. Love is just around the corner. But you can't see that, huh? That's no biggie. Lily is here to save you and your love life. Oh yeah, look at us. Savior of Azeroth indeed. And this is the first of 3 dailies that you can do for the Kalu'aks. And I always like to do them, especially when the Wrath week comes around. Because first of all, you have an excuse to be in Northrend, which is always appreciated. And also, I don't mind these dailies at all. I think they're some of Blizzard's better designed dailies out from the old world. Alright, ignore the Grizzly Hills music that is still playing, because we have not arrived in Grizzly Hills, we have arrived in Milwaukee Harbor. And this is the next part where you can do dailies and also quests for the Kalu'aks. This time you don't have to quest anything to pick up this daily, and the daily, mind you, is really easy, because all you have to do is gather some puppies. I mean, more or less steal them, to be honest. We're stealing puppies because we're the good guys, you know, and yeah, ignore that I just killed your mom in front of your face. Just come along with me. And I'm definitely gonna do the other quest this week as well with you guys, but for now, I'm just gonna do the daily to have some reputation in the bag. And now with all of these pups stolen from their rightful mothers and fathers, we're gonna return victorious and get some reputation for our troubles. And now onwards we go to the last point where we have a daily, and over there we also have another few Kalu'ak quest chains that we can do. But for now I will also just do the daily and probably the one quest that you can pick up at the same time, because they go well along. And by the way, don't be confused, this daily actually isn't in Unope, which is the village of the Kalu'aks in the Borean Tundra. Nope, this daily is a little bit further down the shore at the former main village of the Kalu'ak that has been overrun by the Kavaldir, however. I really think these dailies are so soothing to do, and I really like this Northrend trip that you have to do for them to do them every day. And before Dragonflight arrived, the Kalu'aks actually gave you one of the best fishing rods in the game. I mean, obviously it got majorly outclassed by the artifact fishing rod in Legion, which if you guys would be up for, I would like to do again, because I've only done that one time on my Demon Hunter. But since I've then played a few more characters, I've always wanted to pick up that whole quest chain again, and I think that would be a really fun thing to do together. And now we need a few more supplies, and then we can bring them back. And then for today we are done with dailies for the Kalu'aks, and I'm gonna do some more Wrath dungeon grinding. And what would be a Wednesday video without me trying desperately to get a mount, or at least a transmog sword? So let's see how lucky we are getting this week. I have a feeling, guys. I have a feeling. Kapow! That doesn't look like Tashalash, but Argus definitely wants us to have a good weekly reset, so, you know, drum roll please. Well, well, well. Just like every week, huh? And by the way, I looked it up, and apparently a survival hunter can indeed get Tashalash from Agrama, so we better get lucky, guys. No. That ain't it, guys. That ain't the sword. But no matter, let's get a mount instead. Or not. That's obviously also a choice. On to the next character. Alrighty, another round for the lucky charm of all my characters. Let's see. Usually she brings the loot home, but so far she hasn't been lucky either. Kapow. No, but we still have one character left. Alrighty, Agramar. Last chance for this week to give me Tashalash. Come on, do it. I bet it would go so well with so many Blood Elf transmogs, honestly. But that's not it. But that is another skip quest completed. Oh yeah. And now also for this cutie pie. Hello. Let's see. Oh, we got one of these special trinkets. That's also nice, I guess. One of the special trinkets and no mount. Such an average week, honestly. And with all of these dailies and mount farms and transmog explanations done, I'm gonna sit here and probably soon freeze in place again, unless they fixed it with this weekly reset. Well, we shall see. I'm gonna end today's episode right here. I'm sorry, I know this is a little bit shorter than the past few episodes, but I think you can forgive me. There's gonna be longer videos in the making, don't you even worry about it. And yep, there we are, frozen once again. I really want to know what this bug is. If any of you have any clue, please tell me, because even if I turn out my add-ons, it doesn't matter. She's still gonna freeze like this as soon as she sits for a while. In any case, if you are in the mood for another cool time walking week that is full of Wrath content this time, please tell me so in the comments, because I'm absolutely up for it. And I've already have a few plans what to do apart from dungeons and raids. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like and a comment. I appreciate, and it helps so much. And also, if you haven't subscribed, maybe consider doing that as well. And with all of that being said, I hope I'm gonna see you in the next episode. Until then, bye bye.